marvellous Karoo landscape. This is Camdeboo. The first stop for tourists is usually the Valley of Desolation, and once you get here, it's easy to see why. Declared a national monument of geological and scenic significance, it lives up to its reputation with even the most seasoned traveller.
Hello, I'm from Italy, and this is one of the most beautiful landscapes I have ever seen looking around in the world.
From this vantage point, you see how the park hugs the town of Graaff Reinet, which nestles below the Valley of Desolation. The park and the town share a unique relationship. The park integrates with the town and the region in a way which builds relationships with stakeholders and improves the livelihoods of local people, while at the same time developing an appreciation of the historic Karoo town.
They actually work very nicely together. The town is a very historical draw card to the tourism. So most of the clients or guests sleep over in town, and they basically come in for day visitors for the game viewing area and also the Valley of Desolation. So they host the people for us in town because we don't have a lot of accommodation inside.
The majority of people employed by the park are locals.
Unfortunately, there's only so many people you can employ. The park is not that big, it's only about 20,000 hectares. So we do have about 30 staff members, which about, I would say, 98% of all from Graaff Reinet. And then, but we also do have, through our biodiversity social projects, which we deal with the Working for Water and the Working on Land projects, whereby we employ 10 contractors, on which each one of them has got 13 people. So if you multiply that, it's quite a huge number of people that actually are employed by the park.
While the park might not boast the Big Five, there's plenty of game to see, keeping even the most enthusiastic nature lover entertained. It is believed that the word Camdeboo is a Khoi word, which is related to the growth of spekboom on the slopes of the mountain in the region. These slopes remain green in winter as the other vegetation loses its leaves or turns brown.
Camdeboo National Park is actually declared as a park in 2005. And what I like the most of this park got a huge variety of game. Especially when people visit the park, they will normally ask about the buffalo. And then, yeah, this park got a different type of stuff. Like it's got the camping site. It's got, people from cities like to camp outdoor, and then we've got the Valley of Desolation, which is one of the main attractives in the park. People come from overseas to come and look at the rock formations at the valley.
The Ngweba Dam forms a large part of the park. The name means meeting place, and those staying over will have a rustic overnight nature experience on the floodplains of the dam. Accommodation within the park is limited, with camping on offer. There's also the glamping option for those less inclined to rough it. An upmarket guest house is currently being built in the park. The park manager says Camdeboo is a park for all seasons. But be warned, if you come in winter, temperatures can drop to -10 degrees, so dress warmly. The relationship between this protected area and the growing population on its borders places Camdeboo in a unique position in the network of protected areas in the Eastern Cape. Janine Lee, SABC News, Camdeboo, Eastern Cape.